Hi, it's me, Tanisha. I decided to do a video about the pros and cons of working with VIPKid and working with Dada. I realized I hadn't done a video about that yet, so I thought I would do that since I've been with Dada about a month now. I've been with VIPKid since the end of December. This is my third time doing this video because my voice is going out. I sound like Marge Simpson or something. My voice was all jacked up, but I'll try to do the best I can. So anyway, I'll start with VIPKid. My backstory of VIPKid. I applied for it back in January of last year. Made it to the final interview, didn't get it. Applied again back in July, made it to the final interview, didn't get it. And then I applied for it the end of December and finally got it. Well, in December. I got hired December 23rd. So that was a long process. And it has been very slow. I barely started getting actual bookings in June. I can only work Friday and Saturday nights, so my schedule is limited in general. So yeah, so the popularity is number one for me on the pros. It's a very well-known company, so it's legit. Kobe Bryant backs it up. There's 40 to 50,000 teachers and growing, and there's about 300,000 students and growing. So it's a company that just grows and grows, and it's legit, and that's a positive. Number two pro for me are the workshops and training. There's constantly room for growth. So if you go on the Academy tab on the teacher portal, they have all the workshops, like old workshops, and you can always sign up for new workshops, and basically it just gives you advice on what to do, how the program works, not billing, like how much you get paid, or how to deal with problem students, or how to extend, or how to do this and this. There's so many workshops. I think there's like 25 workshops or something. And like I said, you can always sign up for new ones and just learn information from different teachers. That's always a positive thing. So, and then training. Because it has been slow, we have the Major Course Jumpstart program. So I've done 2 of those, and it's cool to practice and see what some of the classes are, some of the courseware is, so in advance. And I got paid for it. Um, the first time I got like around $60. Second time I got around like 25. So you get money for doing a fake class, and just kind of getting your feet wet, and how to teach the students. So that was positive. Number excuse me. Number 3 is decent pay. Um, Depending on the teachers, you get $15 to $20 an hour for the classes that you have. So that's decent pay. Um, yeah, that's decent. Some of the school district jobs, it's maybe $10, $12 an hour or whatever. $15 is pretty decent. So yeah, if I were to be fully booked, then I would be getting like maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 a month or whatever if I had more of a full-time schedule. But yeah, so that's a positive. Another positive is you work from home. My goal is to eventually just work strictly from home and save my car and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's a positive, working from home. You don't save gas. I have a 17-year-old car. You can just work strictly from home, and you don't have to worry about traffic and this, that, and the other. You're at home. Number 5, I kind of touched on this, growth and community. They have, the Hutong. They have the teacher portal where you have like different forums and stuff, and like you can constantly talk with teachers and get advice on what to do if you need help on a slide or whatever the situation. You you can always grow, and you always get like help from other teachers. And also they have the Facebook pages. I'm on the regular VIPKid teachers page, and I'm on the Teachers of Color page. So we just get different advice about, oh, what did you do if you got this student, or how did you teach this slide, or venting about a problem student or whatever. Everyone's there to support each other. Excuse me, my voice is going out again. um, Number 6, rewards. They have the Hutong where like you can get points and buy stuff, and then also they just added an app, so you get like points and tokens and stuff, and you can buy things. You could buy like a dino, or It's like different things. I haven't looked up the whole list, but you can buy things. You get like little rewards here and there, so that's nice. Um, number seven that I like is that it's a simplistic program. Some of the other ESL companies, they have a very complicated page. VIPKid's pretty simple. It's just the PowerPoint, the arrow, the pen, and the eraser. That's it. Some of them it's like you roll dice, you do this. There's like 20,000 things going on. I mean, eventually you can navigate around it, but it's very simplistic. I know some people don't like that, but I like that it's simplistic. Finally, number eight is that it shows payment. I'm going to get into that with Dada. Um, it's very simple on the app, on the teacher portal. Payment, boom, you know how much you made. Very simple. Now let's start with the cons. The cons, which I already brought up a little bit, it's slow. I got hired at the end of December. I was told around March that I would start getting classes. I had a few bookings and they were all no-shows. So I didn't start actually getting bookings till June. So again, like I said, I have a very limited schedule. Friday and Saturday nights, I open up 3 hours. That's all I can do. So I'll get like one here, one there. So last month I had like 6, which is a start. Um, so yeah, it's been a big issue. They're hiring a lot of teachers, and even people that can't work all the time, they're not getting all the bookings. So number two, they take their time to get back to you. If you do send them a message, it takes about a day to get back to you. Um, I had a question about a class because I was confused if I had an adult or not, because I know we're not supposed to have adults. I forgot that because of the major course Jumpstart program that you had to do like little translator or something, and it was an adult student. I forgot about it, but I had asked about it and I didn't really get a response till after the class was done. So that didn't help. So I didn't feel as prepared to do that class because I wanted more information about, why is there an adult? What's the purpose of that? I didn't get a response. And then number three, which is another big issue, is the cancellations. I luckily haven't had to cancel yet. During my first contract, I just canceled once because I had a nasty cough. So, yeah, I had a nasty cough, so I had to cancel. I know some people are not getting renewed contracts because they canceled too much. And it was even the 6. It was like, oh, you had a medium cancellation or soft cancellation. They're actually not getting their contracts renewed. So I just heard that recently, which is a little bit crazy. I know if it's over 6, you're not going to get it renewed, but some people had less than 6. So that's a little bit concerning because things do happen. I've heard some people still get a hard cancellation even though they did, showed proof of, oh, I was in the hospital or whatever. And I know this job's important, but we do have real life that happens. So, another positive, which I forgot, that's for both companies, is that both companies, they show the replay. So I think it's important to kind of watch the class, critique yourself, see what works and what doesn't work in the whole situation. So that's a positive that you can watch your class back. I forgot what company, but there's a company, it might have been Magic Ears or something, you can't watch your class back. So that's a little bit crazy. Okay, so now we're at Dada. Whoops, it's upside down. Dada. The number one thing is that they book you. So I've been there for almost a month now. I do 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours on Saturday. I'm usually 50% booked. The 7 to 8:02 slot, I'm usually always booked. I have had trials not show up, but I still get paid for it, which is similar to VIPKid. You get paid for a no-show because you did show up. Yes, so they book you, so if you get hired, you're going to have people automatically. Number two, you get paid without work. So if I have sitting hours, I still get paid half. So let's say last week, not last week, 2 weeks ago, for the 4 hours I was booked, I didn't get booked anything, but I still got paid. So I got paid 7 hours, $7.50 1 hour, and $7.50 another hour. So for 4 hours of sitting, I got paid $30. Not bad. Number three, another big one is that you don't have to finish the slides. With all of the companies, you have like 25, 30 slides, you have to finish them, or in a very slick way, skip them. like VIPKid, you just kind of like type in the number and skip it so the parents don't notice. Um, the courseware for Dada is anywhere from like 10 slides all the way to 60 something slides, and you can change courseware. So you don't have to finish the slide, you just bookmark it and say, oh, okay, we finished on page 10. Um, that goes into number 4. You can do extra things, so you don't have to just strictly just do work. You can do what's called, like, I've seen some people call it a brain break. So basically, you just take a break and you do tic-tac-toe, or you have the kids sing a song or whatever. They don't want them to be fully focused on just doing this courseware and that's it. You can do extra things. So if you just get through 10 slides in 25 minutes, that's fine. If you get through 30, then that's fine. There's no like, oh, you have to finish 25 slides or else. Similar to VIPKid, they do have training videos and on the website, but they don't have like constant trainings. It's just like pre-recorded trainings and other stuff from other teachers. But I mean, it's still there for review. But they don't have anything like newer workshops or anything. It's just like old ones. But it's still fine though. And then number 6, which I brought up in my last video, is that you pick your summer schedule. So you're always allowed to pick up part-time hours. So for I added classes to VIPKid, like added summer hours, but I haven't booked yet. Whereas with Dada ABC, when I add to my schedule for the summer, I know I'm still going to get paid even if it's half. So that's always a positive. Let me see the cons. The big con is that you have a stuck schedule. So whereas with VIPKid and other companies, you can switch your schedule every week. VIPKid, obviously, you can work as little or as much as you want to. Other companies, you have to be worked at least like 6 to 10 hours or whatever. Have that at least open 6 to 10 hours. Dada, you have to work at least 2 hours, 2 days a week, which is what I do, the bare minimum. But you have to keep your schedule, and if you want to switch your schedule, it takes a month to switch it. So like I mentioned before, obviously whenever I move, whenever that miracle happens, I would switch to morning hours. So yeah, that's how it goes with the schedule. You're stuck with it. And then number 3, I heard the cancellations kind of similar. Like if you call off too many times, you can ask to leave, but you could get fired. Or what I just saw recently is that some people asked to leave for like a weekend or whatever for a couple days, and they weren't allowed to pick up part-time hours, which is like crazy. It's basically said like, oh, you asked to leave this date, so we're not going to offer you part-time hours this week or this month or whatever, which is crazy. I just saw that. So yeah, those are my pros and cons. I mean, there's definitely more pros than cons, but every company has their issues. Yeah, so that's it. I hope I didn't leave anything out. So I will update you later. Bye.